Working on a 2012 Chevy Cruze 1.4 turbo LT VIN number C. What I'm going to show y'all today is how to find your water outlet bypass reservoir hose and what the problem is with them. The problem is that GM has a common problem with these actual breaking and causing a small leak. And that water outlet bypass hose is right here. The problem is, you see this little U-shaped clip. When you pull this out, there's a little adapter that goes into that outlet. When you pull the old hose off with the clamp, the nipples decide to actually break automatically. And you probably thinking like, oh, this hose is going to be expensive because everything else on this car is expensive because it's a turbo. Yeah, that is the case, because that hose at GM costs $80 with the adapter. So I called around, and O'Reilly's didn't sell them. Either did Napa, especially around here, but AutoZone did for $23.99 plus tax. That comes with the hose and the Dorman adapter that connects into it that goes onto your outlet, water outlet. And how do you know when it's leaking? Easy. When you change your thermostat and everything and nothing's leaking on that side, or this hose right here is not leaking, because this hose is a big problem too, and I've had to replace it because it was squirting all over the damn manifold and going down and up. So I noticed like down here on the actual oil filter housing, it was leaking below the oil feed line. So at the time, I thought that maybe the oil feed line was leaking oil, because it looked like it from the light in the sun, and at night it still looked like it was oil. I'm like, okay. But I never ever had the time and thought about putting my hand down there when the engine's cold, checking it to see if it was oil. Well, the other day I decided to check it, put my finger on it, smelled it, and looked at it and said, this is not oil, this looks like antifreeze. And my antifreeze was orange. So after I smelled it, I said, this is antifreeze. And as you notice, with the original GM one or any other one, like Dorman or whatever, when they start leaking fluid directly all the way around this hose, which is around this lip of the adapter. And it just stays there and it drips down. And it does spray on this hose, and it can spray up here a little bit and a little bit over here. But don't worry, it's not your valve cover gasket leaking, people. So after I took this clamp off, slid it up, and pulled it off, especially on that side, I took the new one, put the new one with the adapter, because the adapter is connected to the new hose, so do not pull it out. Leave it like it is. And it comes with new clamps. You put it back in the hole here, slide it in there. It doesn't click or anything. It just slides in there. Put the U-shaped clip back in the way you had it last time. It only goes on one way. Well, you can flip it over. It can go in two ways. But just slide it back in there. It's just a clip. And put your brackets back where they need to go. Fill it your reservoir back to the middle line where it's supposed to be filled. And crank it up. Drive it. Check for leaks. It usually leaks within a couple miles of driving it. You'll notice it quick. If you don't see anything, then you solved your problem. But also keep this in mind in the order that I had mine. First, my thermostat had to be replaced because it was squirting out of the gasket down. It only did that when I had the AC on. Second, this hose here went bad. It was squirting antifreeze out of right here, shooting this way. Three, last thing that leaks was this. The only thing I haven't had a problem with is my radiator or my temperature sensor. I just recently replaced my water pump yesterday because it was getting old. It was making a screeching sound on the pulley, so I solved that issue too. Do not order these hose off of eBay, because for some reason they send you the wrong hose. The one they have has a security clip, and it still recommends to have this, but it wouldn't fit mine because mine was different. So they might have sold it for me for the wrong model or for the wrong engine size, which I was assuming they probably sold me the one for the 1.8 or for a newer year. So be sure to go to the local store and get it, because it's about the same price regardless. It's like $18.50 to $20 online. Spend $3 more bucks to get it from the local store, because if it's not right, you can send it back without any hassles. So if you have any more problems with that hose, you may contact me on my YouTube channel. Comments are welcome. If you need help installing this product, I can help you install it, but that's only if you live in my local area, because I do car work on the side, and I don't charge much. So, hope you like my channel. Subscribe today.